Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Well, one thing that comes up a lot in the podcast that we do, and something that I seem to hear a lot of discussion about, is that there's really no new firearms that are coming out on the market. We're not hearing about much right now. We're quite a ways from SHOT Show before that's going to come up when a lot of major announcements are made. Well, have no fear because our friends over at Personal Defense World just recently dropped an article. It's on 39 new handguns to get excited about for the summer of 2018. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I would say maybe 10 to possibly 15 of these you're already familiar with. You've already heard about them. If you're familiar with some of these brands, you probably already know what's coming out there. So on some of these firearms, I'm going to spend a little bit less time just giving you a brief summary of them. On others, we'll spend a little more time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So if you're a fan of the Arsenal Strike 1 pistol, but not a fan of the Arsenal Strike 1 $2,400 price, there's the Archon Type B, which is more or less an upgraded version of the Arsenal Strike 1. We're seeing a retail price of $849 on this handgun. It does feature a low bore axis. It does have a flat short reset trigger, polymer frame. It does come with 4 15-round magazines. Looks like this one's almost maybe going after, say, the Glock 19 market with a little bit longer barrel. But again, something new that's out there for you to check out. Now, most of us are already familiar with the Beretta APX handguns. Well, they now have a different frame color, if you want that, different slide color. We now have a flat dark earth finish with obviously some other black parts involved in it. So you can see that new style, that new color that's out there. One thing about the Beretta APX, you can already get different frames for it. You can move your parts over to it if you want to, so you can swap it out. So again, you've already got some options there for you. Then we have the Bond Arms, let's see, Tallow or Talo Edition Snake Slayer. Okay, this is a 45 long Colt 410 Derringer style gun, okay, from Bond Arms. Does have 3.5-inch barrels, weighs 22 ounces, and obviously can fire 45 long Colt or 3-inch 410. So there you go, something new for you. Now these Tallow Editions, sometimes they feature some different sights. This one does have fixed sights, but it does have a matte stainless steel finish and wood grips. Okay, moving right along, we got the Canik TP9 Elite Combat. So if you're familiar with the TP9 series or the TP9 Elite or Elite SF and so on, you might already be familiar with this handgun. This one is a little bit different as it does have a mini reflex sight on the rear, and you do have some elevated sights because it has a threaded barrel on the front for suppressor. So it's coming with quite a few features right out of the box. Again, not sure about the retail price on this pistol or most of these handguns for the matter because they don't give you the retail price on a lot in this article. The TP9 does have a 4.9-inch barrel and a weight of 28.32 ounces unloaded. It does have ambidextrous controls and interchangeable back straps, so something new from Canik. The Canacal or Canacal Enhanced F. Again, kind of a popular pattern that we're seeing with companies that are making guns these days. You've got the elevated sights and the threaded barrel for a suppressor. Not a problem. What's cool about the Canacal is that it is American made. Looks like we've got a 4.64-inch barrel. And again, like I said before, your elevated 3-dot sights. It's got a QPQ nitride finish on the slide for enhanced corrosion resistance, and it is 7.5 inches long. Okay, and it does have a low bore axis for lower felt recoil. Okay, moving on, we've got the Chiappa Rhino 30DS. What's different about this one is you've got yourself an olive green frame with and a barrel shroud. It's a 6-shot, 3-inch barrel 357 Magnum revolver with fiber optic front sights and an adjustable rear sight. And if you're familiar with the Chiappa Rhinos, you do know that it does shoot out of the lower cylinder, so your barrel's located down here, which is supposed to limit your muzzle rise, your muzzle flip. Okay, moving on, we've got the Colt Night Cobra. Another cool offering from Colt. Okay, this is the newer version of the Cobra snub nose revolver. Okay, this one has a matte black finish, a Trijicon tritium insert in the fixed front sight. Rear sight's your traditional notch in the top of the frame, which is obviously non-adjustable. It is designed for pocket carry. It's got a spurless bobbed hammer and a smooth low friction polymer grip. Measures 7.2 inches long, 1.4 inches wide. It weighs about 25 ounces, and you can shoot plus P ammunition through it, which is really cool. So there you go. All right, I'm assuming that is a 357 mag. It doesn't say in this article. Okay, the Coonan Mod or Mot 10. Okay, so while Coonan's known for their 357 Magnum 1911 style pistols, this one is set up for the 10mm. We're starting to see a little bit of a renaissance of the 10mm cartridge. A lot of companies are starting to make guns for it now, whether it's High Point or other companies that are getting into the 10mm game. This model is 8.6 inches long and it weighs 39.2 ounces unloaded. Does have a cool full-length dust cover, which definitely fits the frame nicely. It looks really cool. I like that design. Got some Novak sights, skeletonized commander-style hammer, and an extended manual safety and slide stop. So definitely cannot go wrong there. All right, so there's your Coonan. All right, moving on. We've got the CZ Accu Shadow 2. Again, CZ makes some really cool guns. This one does have an upgraded trigger, skeletonized hammer on it. We have a 4.89-inch barrel, okay, fiber optic front sight, halo rear adjustment sight, and an ambidextrous safety. Okay, and you do have a short reset trigger, double action, single action. So definitely something cool coming out of the CZ custom shop this summer. Now again, some of these firearms may already be on the market. Some of these you've never heard before. Some of these may be coming out this summer. Okay, moving on, we've got the EAA Witness Polymer 1911 Commander model. And we've seen Commander models coming out now. There's a new one coming out from let's see, Taurus. They've got 2 new models that have recently been released. Okay, so this one's got the polymer lower frame, which is going to give you some lighter weight. You got a 4.25-inch barrel. Okay, it's going to be chambered in 9mm or 45 ACP. You've also got yourself a accessory rail and a flat mainspring housing, extended beaver tail, and a conical barrel, and a windage adjustable rear sight. So it offers you quite a bit for the money. Okay, so that's from European American Arms. Okay, moving on, we've got the Eagle Grand Power Q100. Which, again, another really cool 9mm hit in the market, 15+1 capacity. It looks like it's going after the Glock 19. And a weight of 26.1 ounces. We've got a polymer lower frame. You've got your accessory rail going on. And then we also have a 4.3-inch rotary locking barrel. So it's got a design similar to your Beretta Storm and your Beretta Cougar and Stoeger Cougar pistols, which is supposed to enhance accuracy and reduce recoil. FN is releasing a limited edition flat dark earth FNX 45. So this is going to give you a 15+1 capacity and 45 ACP. Got yourself a 4.5-inch barrel. Double action, single action. The pistol is 7.4 inches long and weighs 33.2 ounces. Does have fixed 3-dot sights. So it might be something you maybe convert into the competitive realm or possibly upgrade down the road. So you've got some options there from FN. Okay, moving on. Glock 19X, most of us are familiar with this one. You've got your G19 slide with your G17 frame Gen 5 with a few enhanced features to it. Again, not going to spend much time on this. We've heard a lot about this one in the news. Hudson H9A. Now, a lot of us are familiar with the Hudson H9. The H9A now has an aluminum frame instead of a steel frame, with polymer grip panels and a matching backstrap for reduced weight. So now it only weighs 26 ounces unloaded. The H9 has a 1911 style grip, so if you're a fan of the 1911 grip angle, this gives you a different alternative to a lot of the other pistols that are out there on the market. And it does have a unique barrel camming system with an exceptionally low bore axis, which is supposed to reduce recoil. Now, I've never fired one before, seen quite a few videos on them. I think a lot of us are familiar with the gun, but now you've got yourself the polymer aluminum option. Car has 2 new pistols that are coming out, well, 2 new finishes. They got the CM9 with the cryptic camo. We're looking at a pistol that's only 5.42 inches long, 15.9 ounces unloaded, perfect for concealed carry, and a 6+1 capacity to it, which is pretty cool. Okay, then we got the CW380 with the cryptic camo finish on it. We're looking at, let's see, the CM series gun. Yeah, so we're looking at 4.96 inches long, weighs a little bit less than 12 ounces with an unloaded magazine, but it holds 6+1 of 380. So again, if you want something that's going to be very compact, Car's got that option for you. Personally, I shoot a CT9, and the CT9 is my daily carry. I've been very happy with that pistol since I bought it almost 2 years ago. Okay, now Car's finally starting to update their 9mm a little bit. We've got the Car S9. What's cool about this one is it's got a redesigned magazine, base plate, and grip, because before they used to be very notchy and just very unergonomic, especially looking at my CT9. This pistol features a 3.6-inch barrel with conventional rifling, holds 7+1 rounds of 9mm, 5.9 inches long, weighs 17.7 ounces with an unloaded magazine, and again, you got that accessory rail up on the front, which is something nice to see on the Car polymer pistol, so you can add yourself a laser or a light. Okay, we got the Kimber Aegis Elite Pro OI. So what we have here is a melted frame concealed carry model, 1911, ready to go. Okay, it's got a Vortex 6 MOA Venom reflex sight mounted on the back. You got your elevated iron sights, Aegis pattern serrations, and textured G10 grip panels. Got yourself a 4-inch barrel, 7.7 inches long, and weighs 38 ounces. So it is going to be a little bit hefty, but again, it's one of those really cool models coming out on the market right now. And again, with that reflex sight on the back, it's going to make your target acquisition that much faster. Okay, Kimber K6S. Now, while we've all heard of the K6 revolvers before, they now have a 3-inch model. Again, it does have that melted frame for concealed carry, helping you have enhanced shot placement with distances beyond 10 yards, according to the article. You do have yourself a longer sight radius, which is pretty cool. 7.62-inch overall length, weight of 25.1 ounces, and it's only 1.39 inches wide. So again, the Kimber double action revolver. Okay, moving on, we got the K6S CDP, okay, the custom defense package. Features a DLC finish frame, a brushed stainless 2-inch barrel and cylinder, 3-dot tritium night sights, and one of the smoothest factory DAO triggers you will ever experience according to the article. It also has laminate grips and Kimber's carry melt treatment for added concealability. So whenever they talk about a pistol having the melted frame, they're simply talking about the sharp edges being taken away for an easier draw, as well as an easier reholstering, nothing that's going to snag when you pull on it. Usually just your ram sight is the only thing you have to clear, and then you can draw your firearm. So again, something cool coming out from Kimber. The Kimber Micro9 CDP, okay, and again, this is another one of those custom defense packages that you can get. This also features a melted frame. It's a 1911 style pistol, but it does shoot 9mm. It's got the Hogue wraparound grips and True Glow Pro TFX day-night sights, and like I said before, carry melt treatment. Unloaded, it's got a weight of only 15.6 ounces and a capacity of 7+1. So that's something new coming out from Kimber, the new Micro 9. Nighthawk Agent 2, again, top shelf 1911. The new Agent 2 is a meticulously crafted handgun to provide match-grade form and function. Chambered in 9mm or 45 ACP. You got yourself a 5-inch barrel, a faceted slide with windows, always important, right up here. Front and rear slide serrations if you like to do press checks, and just as well as the overall design. Got yourself an accessory rail, Heine ledge rear sight up here on the top. Fiber optic front side up on the front over here. Rail scale G10 grips, which look kind of cool, and a one-piece magazine wellspring mainspring housing, as well as a smoke Cerakote finish. Not sure about the price on that. I'm sure it's going to probably retail for somewhere around $300 or $400. Just kidding. Okay, moving on. Ruger EC9S. Okay, this is another one that we have heard of before. If you're not familiar with the Ruger the Ruger E-Series pistols, they're more or less the budgeted version of guns that are already out there in the market. So this is the your E9, okay, your value price subcompact striker fire 9mm. Essentially get yourself one slide, less features on the slide, one magazine, less features on the slide, and it only costs $299. Okay, moving on, we got the Ruger LCR X. Okay, this is going to come in 22 WMR, 327 Federal Magnum and 9mm models, with 1.87-inch barreled models and a 3-inch barreled 22 WMR. Okay, you've got your Hogue Tamer mono grips, aluminum frames, and stainless steel cylinders with black PVD finishes. Front sights are replaceable, and the snubbies have a U-notch rear sight with the 3-inch barreled 22MR has an adjustable rear sight. So lots and lots going on for that gun. Ruger GP100, how can you not love this pistol, right? 357 Magnum, 7-shot model, looking at 2.5, 4.2, or 6-inch full underlug barrels, very cool, weighing between 36 and 43.5 ounces. If it's anything like the larger GP100s, we know they're going to be smooth shooters. Security 9, we're fairly familiar with this model. Okay, it's a budget price model, 15+1 capacity, about the size of a Glock 19, overall length of 7.24 inches with a 4-inch barrel. Okay, moving on, we got the Ruger SP101. Chambered in 327 Federal Magnum and 9mm. Okay, the former has a 3-inch barrel, fixed sights, and holds 6 rounds of ammunition. You can use it with 32 Smith & Wesson, 32 Smith & Wesson long, and 32 H&R Magnum ammo. So you've got some different chamberings coming out there for it. 8 inches long and weighs around 27 inches unloaded, which gives the handgun enough heft for excellent recoil control. Very cool. The 9mm version has a 2.25-inch barrel and a 5-shot cylinder. Okay, it's 7.2 inches long and weighs 25 ounces unloaded. Okay, another really cool one just to hit the market is a Ruger SR 1911 officer style pistol. Your officer style pistol is going to be a shorter, more compact version of your standard 1911. It weighs just 27.2 ounces unloaded, 7.25 inches long, 5 inches tall, and 1.34 inches wide. Okay, it does hold 7+1 rounds, which is very cool. Comes with drift adjustable Novak 3-dot sights, and it has a matte stainless steel slide, a matte black aluminum frame, and checkered G10 grips. Okay, let's go and continue. We got the SAR USA SR9. Let's see, rigorously tested before production, the Turkish-made 9mm SR9 has withstood over 200,000 rounds in extreme environmental trials. If you're a fan of suits, you might have seen this pistol before. You got yourself a 4.4-inch barrel, 7.5 inches overall, weighs 27.1 ounces. Empty, has a 17+1 cartridge capacity, should be more than enough to get you through most of your close combat engagements. The grip frame has an integral accessory rail and textured side panels. Okay, the slide bows front and rear serrations, as well as fixed 3-dot sights. And again, that's going to be coming out from SAR USA.